Well, the internet is still relatively new. It's only about 22 years old. Where people they've had the internet for a while. And then they had, Radio Shack came out with their freaking computers, and you had, I don't even remember the websites that you had, but back when you used to, and I can only relate to like selling products for business, you didn't sell them over the internet, you sold them over the Yellow Page ads. And Yellow Page, especially here in the Treasure Valley, we might have had 4 different Yellow Page books, and you had to spend advertising money in all 4 of those Yellow Page books. And if you didn't, they took your page out. And so I'm talking $600 a month it costs you to do Yellow Page advertisements. And then if you wanted to advertise in Seattle, you had to be in the Seattle Yellow Page books, Portland Yellow Page books. You had to be in Reno, all of those locations. And you could spend tens of thousands of dollars a month for Yellow Page ads around the Northwest, where today you spend a few $100 a year on a web page and you get worldwide attention. Yellow Page books are pretty much, kids growing up today don't even know what the hell a Yellow Page book is anymore. They're non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of advertisement nowadays is through social media, which is like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all those type of things.
Well, but the search engines today, if you wanted a plastic tank today, and you go, I want a plastic water tank, we're going to show up. It doesn't matter where in the world you're at, we're going to show up.
Okay,
Where before the internet, you had to grab a Yellow Page book and find maybe someone in that area that carried plastic tanks, or you would call 411 and try to find somebody in the Seattle area who carried tanks. And it was a real regional area. So back then, we never sold a product more than 200 or 300 mile radius of our factory. Today, on a daily basis, we're selling tanks across the entire country. And it doesn't cost us any money for advertising.
Let's turn off of that. Maybe like
that's an important part, dude. You're missing it. You're missing it.
Okay, let me ask you this: like, do you think it's caused more business, or has it caused more problems? Because I know, like, such as platforms such as like Amazon or things like that, where people can return things. More so, do you see that type of thing happening with your business, or
no, because we just don't take returns.
Oh, so okay, enough.
No, but what it's done is, I mean, it's grown local businesses nationwide where you would not even know they existed. Another thing, I like to do car restorations. Before the internet, you had to find someone who knew of somebody who thought he knew somebody who had a car in their garage.
Yeah, like overseas.
Yeah, and that happened when we first moved here to Idaho. I was redoing that Triumph Vitesse, right, that Sport 6. Internet was still in its infancy. In fact, I didn't even have web then.
Yeah.
And someone said, oh, no, I was driving down Caldwell Boulevard, and there was a Herald with a blown engine in the front. And I was like, what kind of thing is that? I stopped in and saw that guy, and he goes, oh, well, I know of somebody who knows somebody who has a hardtop model in a garage. I don't remember his phone number. I said, oh, shit. Okay, well, maybe next time you remember, you can give me a call. Well, out of the blue, 2 months later, he goes, oh, yeah, I remember this guy's phone number. I call the guy up. He still has the car. I buy it. We're able to strip the parts off and save it and restore this car. But now you can just do an internet search and find the parts. No problem.
Well, hold on. Like, do you feel like that maybe like those type of projects back in the day like meant more to you because you had to work harder to get to it? Everything's like at the click of a finger. Everything is there and then. Yeah. Like what?
Well, and also you would know. Okay, well I know of a distributor back in England, right? Well, they didn't have a website. To reach them, I had to get up at 1:00 in the morning to call them and find out if they had the part. because you can't call them during our hours. And there's some language barrier, and of course they had the parts, but it was. So the internet has really helped a lot today, especially sourcing parts. It has also hurt on things like TikTok and all that kind of shit, where people are just learning the wrong things to do. And people are getting obsessed with the internet today, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, we were just talking about that about 2 hours ago, about how people just are obsessed with the internet.
Yeah,
like apps and stuff. And,
right.
Oh no, not diversity. What was it? Not diversity. It was diverse. No, not.
Dude, man, you just.
It was. What was it? Help me out here. Another word?
Adversity.
Adversity. That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to get at. Was adversity. There's just no more adversity. Okay.
Yeah. Well, along with the internet, also became the cell phones. I remember when we moved here in '92, and I was at a trade show in downtown Caldwell, and wow, I won a free cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
I go, wow.
It was a brick.
I don't know that was a plus or a minus, because I also won a $200 a month cell phone bill with that phone bill. And that was for 90 days. And they said, oh, no, you're in a contract. I go, no, I won this at a trade show. I'm not in any contract. So I ended the contract right away. But, it is destroyed children's responsibility. When I was a kid, you'd get home, on a weekend, you'd get up, you'd go call your buddy on the phone, you'd ride your bike over to the house, and you knew you had to be home at 5 o'clock. And you didn't have a way to call your parents. They didn't have a way to call you, but you just knew you had to be home at that time. And if you had bike problems or something along the way, and then...
All right, Doug.
Well,
and then
I'll say this.
So hang on a minute. Let me just finish my story.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on.
If you had bike problems, you would just call. You would just go knock on the neighbor's door and say, "Hey, can I borrow your phone?"
Yeah.
That was totally acceptable back then. Today, kids are so frightened to use anybody's to knock on a door. I mean, it's just wrong. And if they don't have a cell phone, and I liken it to you guys, we would be on vacation and we're trying to reach you, and you're not answering your damn phone, and we're getting pissed. Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. And we actually had to call the neighbor across the street to come by and make sure you guys were okay. Yeah. Turns out you guys were on the freaking internet.
Let's not talk about that.
Eddie.
I was on dial-up. What
are you doing there?
Mom and Dad are home. Yeah, we're having a field day. We're having a field day.
Waiting for that picture to load.
Yeah. There were no videos.
Load faster.
On to the next one. Wait, fuck.
Yeah, that's before you guys had the cell phones, but we had the internet, and
we weren't worried
to call
about cell
from
phones.
Nampa to Boise was a long distance. It was 10 cents a minute to call to Boise from Nampa, not to mention 10 cents a minute for the internet service. And believe it or not, 1 month we had a phone bill of like $300. This is 94. $300 cell phone and a $200 internet bill. It was like $500.
So why are you pointing at me?
No, it was just ridiculous. Then they finally made it so it was a local call, and then AOL went to unlimited service. But
and then you motherfuckers never let go of dial-up internet until 2007.
We were always behind.
Oh my God, AOL. My God, I was living in dial-up internet until 2009. Like, fuck, get out of this. And if I wanted to watch a YouTube video, it'd take me all day. I'd be like, all right, I'll leave this on. The phone line is tied up all day, and I'll just leave this loading. And then
I will say this, I
learned
every single one of my friends' numbers by heart. I was like, I want to call up my buddy Al. Bam, knew his number. I want to call my buddy David. Knew his name number by heart. Bam! I want to call up this, nobody. Well, I know. Actually, Max, I don't know your number, dude. Mom,
I
I don't
know
know.
Max's
I
number.
know. I know Dad's number like by heart, but I don't know nobody's number. Like, here, put this shit in my phone. Like, right? Devin, can you contest to this? Come on, turn it on. Turn it on.
You can do it. Yeah.
Devin. Turn it on. Come on, man. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You knew? Yeah. Come on, man.
Have you memorized any phone numbers?
Not anybody
Do you
here.
know Rose's phone number?
Do you know Rose's phone number by heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, growing up, we didn't have phones, so I had to use
Landlines.
landlines, or you had to go to a payphone.
Right.
So I didn't know like my mom's number, my aunt's number, like everybody important.
Right.
But like kids now, they just like they don't memorize.
They
it,
don't
you
have
know?
to. Right.
Devin, remember like if they didn't pick up, were you hey mom, like remember leaving like messages?
Yeah,
I
message,
remember
yeah.
like coming home, right, and then like it was like clockwork. They would turn on the answering machine, and there would be like 10 messages, and like, oh, I'm calling again, you know, like.
The joys of the payphone messages.
Dude, right? Did you have payphones at your high school?
We had one out front,
Yeah.
but like you either had to go to the liquor store down the street because they always had one, or a service station, you know, or like transit. Transit always had one, so I always had to know where everything was. You know, city bus, had to take all the city bus and
You
everything.
had to,
You know,
you had to have change on you too.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
my friend was like, "Hey, dude,
Nobody
Eddie,
has change in their pocket
No.
anymore.
Eddie, dial like this number, and you're gonna get like a sexy message." And they're like, "I'm like, really? Yeah, dude, dial this." And they're like, "Hey, baby, what's up?" Like, this is risque.
And you listen to the end too, son of a bitch. Please
Oh,
deposit
Dad, how old
another
are you?
quarter.
You're
I'm 32. I'll be
Yeah,
32
you-
in like
you know
a
what's
month.
up, dude.
Yeah,
just joking.
I remember. Pager days.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man, yeah. Well, this is what I like about you guys, mom and dad. Like, we were never. You guys actually blessed us very much because we were really like very behind the times. Like, I barely got a cell phone. Like, that was your old number and a little Nokia. Like, I was lucky to play Snake on this stupid thing, right? Like, but kids are having like the Razor phones and like flip phones and all this
All
stuff.
the
Like,
sidekicks.
you
know?
the flip
The
side,
flip one, you
yeah,
know.
dude, yeah.
I had like, I remember for my birthday, my mom got me a track phone where you had to buy minutes.
Oh,
So you couldn't like go over the minutes. So my mom's like, you can't call anybody else. This is just for you. So I get a little track phone thing with like 60 minutes on it. That was it. No one knows what a track phone is these days.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I remember like taking a road trip with my buddy, and he had just graduated college or high school. Sorry, and you know, we navigated Southern California, but like, I'm like, hey, where we going next? He's like, flipping through the pages, like we're going on maps. Like we navigated that shit through maps. Like
on maps or the Thomas guide?
Something
Like
like
he
that.
didn't have
yeah.
a Thomas guide. I have a Thomas guide.
I was
still.
about to say, and nobody knows what a Thomas guide
Yeah,
is.
I have.
Yeah, I had a
I
paper
think
route.
I think we're right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Thomas guides, man. Those were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
nobody
then-
will ever experience that shit again.
Oh
man.
no, Thomas guides, and I would get a call, and let's say because I was a salesman, right?
Yeah.
I'd get a beeper, and it would say, "Oh, okay, call this number." So I'd call the number. "Hi, this is Ed from Matt Coast. Oh, hey Ed, I want you to come and check out our box or whatever." And it might be in Santa Ana, right? So I had Orange County and I had L.A. Thomas Brothers guide, and it would give me their address, and you'd flip through, you'd look at it, and you go, "Okay, page 35." You look 35, and you'd have to go, "Okay, I know where that highway is," and you had to
You had to look
negotiate.
through, like, you had to navigate.
They sometimes 3 or 4
like-
different
yeah,
pages
3 or
because they
4
kept
different
going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just went down there and you just, that's what you did.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, you went on your own, and you're like,
That's right.
hey, listen, like,
You would find
this-
a major intersection where you knew,
Yep.
you know, and then you go, okay, I know how to get there. And then when you got there, then you're like, okay, now I'll really focus in on that
and
street.
yeah, and people's word meant more. It's like, hey, I'll be there like 6:30. Okay,
Right.
you didn't have no cell phone. All right.
You didn't
Or-
have cell phones back then. No.
Yeah. When we got to California, hey, call on the house phone. Hey, Dad, we're here. You know, just fuck
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts. But you're fearless. You're fearless when you.
Well, you're
like,
fearless, but you also took a lot more responsibility because
Absolutely,
you didn't have a phone to fall back on. Right?
No, you
So-
didn't. And I think that gets lost today.
Oh,
It gets
yeah.
super lost in that today.
Oh yeah, people just aren't responsible anymore. You know, it's too easy to call somebody up for help. We traveled 900 miles from Los Angeles to Nampa, Idaho. Tandem, your mom and me. The only time we got lost is when we entered Nampa here. I pulled in to make a phone call, and Mom continued. And she turned right at Karcher Mall, and I was like, oh, no. Well, I'll just sit here for a while. Well, she never came back because she sat in the parking lot at Karcher Mall waiting for me to catch up to her.
Oh no.
So, fortunately, she had the phone number for the company I was going to go to work for, and they told her where to call the rental company for the house.
Dude.
And then I
nuts.
knew I called the rental company, and they said, "Oh, your wife's here right now." So, I mean, it was a stroke of luck that we all did that. But
So much lost time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you followed someone on the freeway, you followed them on the freeway. You didn't let a car get between you because you knew that you could lose them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
That's
a lot of responsibility.
how the stroke of luck for society is just like happened to find its way. And then like you think about early people on horse and wagon, like it was just like that is nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Nuts. Insane.
Well, what's really crazy is we really grew up in, like, I'm talking about maybe like high school era where we didn't have to worry about any of that. Like, if we broke down, we had a cell phone.
Yeah.
We could call mom or dad, or like we could call someone, but we actually had to talk to them.
Right,
You
there was
know,
no
these
texting.
days-
That's right.
yeah,
Very
yeah,
good
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Today
These
you just
days,
text.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's even gone beyond that. Now you don't even have to talk to anybody.
You almost just read your mind. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, it's just too convenient. I think it's just
Yeah.
very too
and
convenient.
lost is the emotions in the conversations. You know, where
Well, yeah,
when I
so-
started dating, you had to go knock on the door, and the girl you were picking up answered the door. You didn't
Yeah.
go outside and beep your horn. No, that was not accepted. You went up.
No,
you
yeah,
usually
yeah,
met
yeah.
the parents, right? And then she came
Right,
out
right.
and you
Well,
left.
yes.
You didn't meet at the you didn't meet at the
No.
theater. You didn't
No,
meet
you're
downtown.
right. No,
you met
no.
at their home.
No, you're right. I remember when I called my
That
first
is, yeah, that is
when I
true.
called my first high school sweetheart. I was petrified because I was like, the parents are gonna answer the phone.
You're like,
you know, it's like,
is
yeah, and I was like, and then
is she there?
And an adult male answered, "Oh, this is the
Had to call her at nights when the minutes were free.
Yeah.
Is Jessica there? No. Why? You know, I was just gonna hang out with her. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what to say? You know,
Yeah.
I basically want to bang her.
Let's just cut to the chase. I want to.
But anyways, yeah, a lot of young people don't have to experience that anymore.
No,
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
okay.
that's what's missed
Yeah.
in dating because back then you had to go. You had
I
to.
mean,
the daughters
you
weren't
weren't
allowed
wrong.
to meet you somewhere. You had to go to the family, and you picked them up. It's just like real estate today. You know,
Yeah.
you look for a home, and you go. You just call a realtor and go, "Hey, I'm interested in this home on blah blah blah." In the old days, no, they met you at your office. And you transported those people to the individual homes as a real estate agent. So you always
Yeah.
had big cars. Today, people just meet them there.
No.
But it's the same way with girl. I mean, I don't know about dating anymore, but
It's
you
a
know,
rough world out there.
now you go, oh, meet me down at Pre-Funk. I'm wearing a red top. You know, I mean, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
In the old days-
you skip the family.
Yeah, you skip the whole family. Yeah, in the old days,
Yeah.
you met Dad.
Yeah, you ran into him at one point.
No, you
No,
just-
he opened the door.
He opened the
Oh,
door.
yeah,
You
yeah.
shook his
He's like,
hand.
Look, you
You had
son of a
some good
bitch. She's gonna be
conversation.
I got.
And then you took her out, and you're like, yeah, your dad likes me. Yeah, I think he really likes you.
Yeah,
you know?
nah, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
He's like, she needs to be home by 8:30. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Yes, sir. Like, I'm a good guy. Like, I swear to God. We're going mini golfing. Like, swear.
But that's it's unfortunate today that is gone. You know, it's
Yeah, the chivalry's got. Yeah, it's just.
the whole dating thing now is texting, and you miss the whole conversation. You go, hey, would you like to go out and go to a movie? And they're texting. Yeah, sure. I mean, you don't call them on the phone anymore.
Well, I mean, now it's like, oh, Max, what's your full name? Someone asks you, hey, what's your name? Oh, Max Jones. Cool. They'll look up
Yeah.
who you are right in front of you. Check all your pictures, because
And they go,
everything
nope.
is all online.
And they go, nope, I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like you. Yeah.
You know, people are asking people out over lines. You know, on the internet now. It's just like,
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's almost too much information. Well,
Yep.
that's a good
Yeah.
thing, though. I feel like
Well, but you do have to
sometimes
watch what you post. You know, I mean, you've got to be responsible in that aspect too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And
You got the nod. You got the nod, dude. You got the nod. Oh man.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey, dating
to
right
be
now.
fair though, I was on the political. Okay, I had a.
Yes, you're
A,
right.
a moment.
It was all political. Okay, it had nothing to do with anything. You, on the other hand, I'm just-
What? What did I do? I didn't post no nudies or nothing.
You're a Facebook hog, dude. You have to post something every freaking day on Facebook. I don't think you can live
People
without
like it.
I don't think you can
People
live
like
a
it.
day without posting
Unlike
something
me,
on Facebook.
no one likes what I posted.
Hey, I'll give you
Okay,
this though.
whatever,
Today, Jeff
whatever.
posted a lot of great pictures.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
not to
did.
look
He
at.
did. Actually,
That was a lot
I give
of
him.
fun.
I give him a lot of props for that
Although
because
he didn't show a picture of me flipping a tire, and I was doing it. I
Well,
mean,
you
come on.
you had the
61-year-old
60-pound
guy flipping
tire.
a 400-pound tire. No bullshit. I look like a god out there doing that shit,
Okay,
and I should have had my picture on there. I'm gonna have to
easy,
give him shit for that.
Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, Rocky, sit down now.
Pipe down there, guy.
Hey, so we're gonna have to end this because someone needs to go home.
Well, God damn it, I was gonna.
Well, no, come on,
I forgot what
come
I was
on.
gonna say, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say, Max?
I don't
Talk
remember
to
what I
me.
was gonna say. I had an idea in my mind.
Oh, so I got another good video tomorrow or this week. Okay? I'm going to take my Sawzall and I'm going to hack up the spa into 5 or 6 different pieces and throw it away.
Yeah.
Actually, a really good fucking video. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow.
There
Yeah.
you go, Max.
I've got to get rid of it because
All
it's
in.
it's okay. So 2 weeks ago we opened up because we thought we might go in. We opened it up and the water was dark brown. We're like, whoa, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah.
And we supercharged it with
Chlorine and
and it
chemicals.
cleared up. But now I don't even want to go in it. And we've had the spa now for 27 years, and I've keep piecing it together.
You don't even want to know.
It's time to get rid of it, and so I've decided
So really, it's time to get rid of
it's
it.
time to get rid of it. So I'm going to take.
I'll believe
the
it when I fucking see it.
I'm going to harvest the pump out of it and the
Why?
heater unit
Oh my
because I can sell that shit online and make a couple $100. But the rest of the spa is going to be hacked up and thrown in the back of my truck so I can take it to the
There you
dump.
go, Max. Next video. Make it happen.
That's a good video. That's a good video.
Well, hey, dude. Thanks for the conversation, man. Love
Yeah.
you. We love you, Max.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
That's all that matters. All right.
We got to get Dad on next time.
Oh yeah.
Just
for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for having me as a guest. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Devin, we're
Last
dude.
word, Devin.
Thanks for having me as a guest.
He's a little starstruck right now.
We're done.
You're done.